There's a question I keep hearing more and more, whether online or out on the road when I meet other riders. Why is everyone talking about gravel these days? Why are so many people buying a bike that's not a road bike, not really a mountain bike, but somehow feels like the answer to everything? And maybe the answer isn't technical at all. It's not just about wider tires, more relaxed geometry, or being able to take that shortcut through the dirt. No, the rise of gravel is about something deeper. It's about a cultural shift, a new way of living the bicycle. Because the truth is this, people are choosing gravel today not for speed records, not for racing glory, but because we're all craving freedom, authenticity, and community. And gravel has become the perfect symbol of that. Cycling has changed dramatically over the past decade. Road cycling still has its beauty, mountain biking keeps pushing technical boundaries, but gravel? Gravel exploded. And not just because it's fashionable. Gravel grew because it answers a silent question that so many riders were carrying inside them without even knowing. The desire to escape categories. With a gravel bike, you don't have to choose. You can commute to work, ride a 200-kilometer endurance loop, explore forgotten farm tracks, climb a mountain on dirt fire roads, or just wander down a forest trail. It's the bike with no labels, the bike that refuses to lock you into being just a roadie or a mountain biker. And this is why it's trending. Because today, we live in a world that boxes us in everywhere, our jobs, our social media, the roles we're expected to play. On a gravel bike, you're not boxed in. You're just you, two wheels, and a path you can reinvent with every pedal stroke. If you ask 100 riders why they switched to gravel, you'll hear the same answers. I can go anywhere. I feel free. I'm not stuck riding the same paved loop over and over again. Freedom is the hidden engine. On a road bike, you're chained to asphalt. One traffic jam, one angry driver, and your ride can turn sour. On a mountain bike, you're powerful, but often limited to specific trails and technical routes. But with gravel, you unlock total exploration mode, farm roads, canal paths, forest tracks, forgotten dirt roads leading who knows where. It doesn't matter if it's dusty, muddy, or rough, you know your bike is built for this. And that's when the real magic happens, that inner voice that says, I can go anywhere, and nothing can stop me. And in 2025, that feeling is worth more than any extra watt on a climb. Gravel is not just a bike, it's a community. If you've ever joined a gravel ride, you know the difference. There's no razor-sharp competitiveness of road grand fondos, no hyper-technical obsession of downhill MTB. Instead, there's something else, shared journey. Gravel means stopping together at a dusty cafe in the middle of nowhere, laughing at how everyone is covered head to toe in mud. It means swapping GPX files, trading tips on how to strap a sleeping bag to your handlebars, sharing beers at the end of a long day. The gravel community is open, welcoming, low on judgment. No one cares if you're wearing a pro-level aero kit or a pair of baggy shorts. No one cares if you ride 40 kilometers per hour or 20. What matters is this, you belong to a tribe that lives by the same philosophy, riding without walls. And this sense of tribe, of belonging, is what pushes thousands of riders to say, I'm not just a cyclist anymore. I'm a gravel rider. At its core, gravel is not about the bike. It's about a way of seeing the world. The heart of the gravel philosophy can be summed up in one line. Backhand index pointing right, it doesn't matter where you're going. What matters is how you live the ride. You can ride 20 kilometers or 200. You can cross the Pyrenees or spin around the backroads behind your house. You can have a $500 bike or a $5,000 one. It's not about the result. It's not about speed. It's not about chasing KOMs on Strava. What matters is the silence of the forest as you roll alone. The wind drying the sweat on your forehead. The smile of a stranger you pass in a tiny rural village. The smell of coffee when you finally stop after a long dirt climb. Gravel reminds us that happiness isn't in arriving, it's in being on the way. And in a world obsessed with goals, numbers, data, and achievements, that philosophy feels almost revolutionary. If you're listening to this and you don't yet own a gravel bike, here's my advice, just try one. Not because it's trendy. Not because everyone else is doing it. Try it because it might give you back something you've been missing, that pure, childlike joy of riding without rules, without boundaries, without pressure. And if you already ride gravel, then you know exactly what I mean. You know the taste of dust, the fun of getting muddy, and the smile you get when your shortcut somehow turns into a 2-hour detour. That's gravel life. So before you roll out on your next ride, do me a small favor, hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Think of it like passing along a GPX file, except instead of a new route, you're passing along a story. And the gravel tribe only gets better when more riders join the adventure. Gravel is not just a bike. It's an invitation. An invitation to slow down. An invitation to get dirty. An invitation to laugh, to explore, to feel alive again. It's a reminder that it doesn't matter how fast you go, but how deeply you live each pedal stroke. And maybe that's exactly why so many people are choosing gravel today. Because in a world that keeps telling us to go faster, gravel whispers back, the real speed is not in kilometers per hour, it's in how fully you feel life rushing past you.